And there's a chance that I may miss something. And they may have caught something that is worthy of me paying attention to that form of criticism. Even when my critics are misguided, I still try to appreciate and understand where they're coming from, because I know, hey, they must have a sincere interest in me. So, Angel Reese, I'm telling you, I'm rooting for you. I really am. And so I hope that you hear the critics. RG3.
Angel Reese claimed she was racially taunted during a heated WNBA game. The league launched an investigation, and the entire basketball world held its breath. But when the results dropped, there was zero evidence. That's when Jason Whitlock unleashed his strongest criticism yet, accusing the WNBA of fueling drama instead of focusing on players like Caitlin Clark. Did the league just sabotage itself for headlines? Kindly please like the video and subscribe to the channel to support us. Imagine this. Tension is already sky-high in a showdown between the Chicago Sky and the Indiana Fever when Angel Reese suddenly makes a claim that sends everything into chaos. She says she was targeted with racial taunts during the game.
But it's also going to keep you in the crosshairs of irrational critics, and it's also painting a bad image of you and others that are saying like, hey, you have this irrational hate of Caitlin Clark, and you think it serves you. You think it's making you money, and maybe it is making you money. So I hope you listen to those critics as well. The feud, the alleged rivalry with Caitlin Clark, it does not serve you.
Not just whispers or throwaway comments, she claims it was loud, deliberate, impossible to ignore. Social media catches fire almost instantly. Fans argue, critics weigh in, and it feels like everyone has an opinion before the final buzzer even sounds. Within hours, the controversy isn't just about basketball anymore. It's about race, accountability, and the culture of sports. This wasn't just another WNBA game either. The matchup itself was already drawing attention, with high stakes for both teams and big names like Reese and Kelsey Mitchell taking the court. It was supposed to be a showcase of talent. Instead, Reese's allegations overshadowed everything else. She posted about it online, calling out the league and describing the hurt she felt in real time. That post? It exploded. Her words hit a nerve with fans who've seen similar stories play out in sports, and they quickly rallied behind her. The comment sections stretched into essays, hashtags were everywhere, and suddenly, the WNBA wasn't just dealing with one player's accusations, it was facing a full-blown media storm. The league wasted no time announcing they were opening an investigation. Everyone wanted answers. Were there witnesses? Were there recordings? The debate took over the media landscape.
He gets to make content off of you and the feud between you and Caitlin Clark and her fans. But Angel, you can have a successful WNBA career as a rebounder, as a defensive player. It serves content creators. It serves racial idolaters. It serves people that want to use you while pretending like they're your BFF and they have your best interest. A Ryan Clark as a facilitator offensively for others. And again, with your tenacity as a rebounder to score some points, have a successful WNBA career.
Analysts debated on sports shows while Twitter threads broke down every second of the game. People weren't just watching the spectacle, they were dissecting it. The stakes felt massive. Was this going to reveal a larger problem in the league? A shocking truth that would reshape the narrative of race in sports? Or would it crumble under scrutiny? As the investigation unfolded, Reese's words continued to dominate discussions. Sports writers brought up similar moments in history. Remember when Adam Jones said he experienced racial abuse during a baseball game, sparking a huge outcry? These stories hold weight, and yet, when the league finally released its findings, the conclusion was clear. No evidence of racial taunts had been found. Nothing. Just like that, the narrative shifted again. From shock and sympathy to doubt. So now the question is, was this a cry for attention or something more complicated? And what's Jason Whitlock saying about all this? Let's get into it. Jason Whitlock has never shied away from criticizing the WNBA, and this time was no different. The moment the investigation results came out, showing no evidence of racial taunts during Angel Reese's game, Whitlock pounced. According to him, this controversy was exactly what the league wanted, a manufactured firestorm designed to steal the headlines. For years, he's accused the WNBA of leaning on drama instead of letting the game itself shine, and in his view, the Reese situation was just another example of this pattern in action. Whitlock didn't hold back. He blasted the league for what he sees as amplifying racial narratives to generate buzz, regardless of whether the allegations had merit. This is why no one takes the WNBA seriously, he said, accusing both the league and media outlets of focusing on controversy instead of competition. He also claimed that this obsession with drama doesn't just hurt the WNBA's image, it undermines its credibility with fans who are genuinely looking to celebrate talented players. For Whitlock, this wasn't about taking sides. It was about pointing out how these tactics distract from the real talent on the floor. One of Whitlock's more provocative comparisons was to boxing promotions from back in the day. He argued that much like boxing promoters made fights about racial or societal battles to sell more tickets, the WNBA seems to rely on divisive narratives to stay relevant. He pointed specifically to the Reese story as an example of a league prioritizing spectacle over substance. But this, according to Whitlock, is a risky strategy. Unlike boxing, where controversy brought in short-term viewers, he believes the WNBA doesn't have the kind of fan base or cultural position to make this approach sustainable. Whitlock kept coming back to Caitlin Clark, a name he says represents what the WNBA should actually focus on. Clark's popularity, according to him, comes purely from her skill and performance on the court. Whitlock sees her as a blueprint for growing the league, celebrating the talent, not the theatrics. He wrapped up his fiery critique by arguing that if the WNBA keeps chasing headlines with controversies like this one, it risks alienating fans and sabotaging its own future. For Whitlock, these distractions are costing the league more than they're gaining. The WNBA now finds itself at a turning point. After the Angel Reese controversy fizzled out with no evidence, questions are swirling about the league's priorities. Does it lean into sensational headlines for fleeting interest, or does it double down on players who captivate purely through skill? Caitlin Clark's performances are proof that talent can draw fans without the need for distractions. Her long threes and sharp court vision showcase the excitement basketball brings on its own. So, what's the better path forward? Should the WNBA trust the game to sell itself or continue stirring the pot for attention?